This unsettling tale unfolded in the labyrinthine streets of South Korea, weaving its eerie threads through the life of my friend Minji. A seemingly ordinary evening took a malevolent turn, unraveling a nightmarish reality that lurked beneath the veneer of normalcy. Minji, in her late 20s, devoted her days to tutoring English to high school students. On this particular night, the hands of the clock had stretched beyond the realms of routine. The high school boy she was tutoring found himself stranded, the late hour rendering public transportation an unattainable lifeline. The boy, aware of the inconvenience, hesitantly requested if he could spend the night at Minji's one-room apartment. A decision fraught with implications, she grappled with the ethical dilemma of allowing a teenage student into her living space after hours. The persistent pleas of the boy eventually wore down her defenses, and she reluctantly agreed. They returned to the apartment, a humble space where the lines between living and sleeping blurred in the confines of a single room. Minji, perhaps against her better judgment, settled into her bed while the student laid out a blanket on the floor. The night unfolded, and both succumbed to the grasp of slumber. The tranquility of the early hours was shattered when the boy, with an urgency that belied the stillness of the night, woke Minji. A peculiar request escaped his lips, one that echoed with an unsettling hunger. "I'm really hungry," he insisted, proposing a nocturnal excursion for food. Minji, roused from her sleep, regarded him with a mix of disbelief and annoyance. The unnatural hour did not warrant a midnight snack, and she urged him to return to the comforts of sleep. The boy, undeterred, persisted. "No, I'm so hungry, let's eat something now." Unyielding, he proposed a specific destination, a 24-hour establishment down the road. Faced with persistent persuasion, Minji relented, drawn into the oddity of the situation. Together, they ventured out into the silent streets, the darkness casting elongated shadows as they treaded toward the elusive 24-hour haven. The night air hung heavy with an unspoken tension. Once outside, the boy, shrouded in the cloak of urgency, revealed a startling confession. "I'm not hungry," he admitted abruptly, his eyes betraying a disquieting truth. "I woke up in the middle of the night and looked under your bed. There's a man sleeping there." Shock coursed through Minji's veins, freezing her in the realization of the grotesque revelation. Panic gripped them as they hurriedly summoned the authorities. The police, custodians of order in the face of chaos, unraveled a narrative more sinister than the initial shock suggested. Beneath the sanctuary of Minji's bed, hidden from the eyes of its lawful occupant, lay a silent interloper, an intruder who had clandestinely carved out a dwelling under the guise of darkness. The unsuspecting tutor had been sharing her living quarters with an unseen tenant, a homeless man who had made her apartment his clandestine refuge for over 2 months. The arrest unfolded like a chilling epilogue to the night's unsettling saga. The man, disheveled and disoriented, was led away, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. The tendrils of horror gradually loosened their grip, but the indelible mark of the intruder lingered in the hollows of Minji's memory. The apartment, once a sanctuary of solitude, had been violated by the intrusion of an enigmatic figure. The lines between safety and vulnerability blurred, leaving behind a disquieting truth. Sometimes the most insidious threats lie hidden beneath the veneer of the ordinary, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Minji's reality had been irrevocably altered, a testament to the chilling notion that the familiar can harbor the darkest secrets, concealed in the shadows of the night. In the aftermath of that fateful night, Minji's life became a delicate tapestry, intricately woven with threads of paranoia and lingering unease. The once familiar contours of her apartment now held shadows that whispered of the unknown, a testament to the indelible intrusion that had fractured the sanctity of her living space. The news of the homeless man's clandestine tenure beneath her bed spread like a chilling rumor, a spectral tale that circulated through the community like a malevolent gust of wind. Whispers of the unseen tenant echoed through the narrow alleyways, casting a disconcerting pallor over the tranquil neighborhood. Minji, grappling with the aftermath of the intrusion, found herself on the precipice of a psychological abyss. The sanctuary of her home had been violated, the sense of security shattered by the revelation that the shadows harbored secrets darker than the night itself. The police investigation unfolded with methodical precision, revealing a labyrinthine backstory to the enigmatic interloper. The homeless man, it seemed, had woven a clandestine existence within the very fabric of Minji's daily life. He had navigated the thin line between reality and obscurity, evading detection for an unnerving stretch of time. The motives behind his intrusion remained obscured, lost in the murkiness of his transient existence. The apartment, chosen as a clandestine refuge, bore witness to the disquieting dance between its lawful occupant and the unseen tenant. The shadows, once innocuous extensions of the night, now seemed to conceal the echoes of a narrative that defied comprehension. As the investigation unfolded, Minji, grappling with the tendrils of post-traumatic stress, found solace in the support of friends and family. The unsettling tale had left an indelible mark on her psyche, a haunting reminder that the boundaries between safety and vulnerability were often illusory. The incident had woven a chilling narrative into the fabric of Minji's life, altering the contours of her reality. The apartment, once a haven of comfort, became a battleground between the known and the unknown. Sleep, once a sanctuary, now held the echoes of that fateful night, a symphony of creaking floorboards and rustling shadows that whispered of the unseen. In the weeks that followed, the news of Minji's ordeal began to fade from the collective consciousness. The community, ever resilient, sought solace in the mundane routines that had once defined their lives. Yet the tendrils of unease lingered, a reminder that the ordinary could, in an instant, transform into the extraordinary. As Minji attempted to rebuild her life, the echoes of the intrusion reverberated through her existence. The apartment, though purged of its unwanted guest, retained the scars of the unseen tenant's clandestine residency. The once cordial relationship between walls and occupant had metamorphosed into an uneasy alliance, a constant reminder that the shadows held secrets that defied the scrutiny of daylight. In the quiet moments of the night, Minji would find herself casting wary glances at the once innocent spaces that had become battlegrounds of intrusion. The trauma, though buried beneath the surface, continued to manifest in the subtlest of ways. A shiver at an unexpected creak, a fleeting glance at a shadow that seemed to linger a moment too long. Time, the great healer, began to weave its tapestry over the wounds of that harrowing night. The apartment, once haunted by the unseen tenant, gradually embraced a semblance of normalcy. The whispers of the shadows, though persistent, were drowned out by the mundane hum of everyday life. Minji, forever changed by the intrusion, navigated the corridors of her existence with newfound resilience. The unseen tenant, cast into the shadows of memory, became a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder that the ordinary could at any moment unravel into the extraordinary. And so life moved forward, leaving behind the echoes of a night that had thrust the unseen into the realm of the known. The apartment, once a battleground, became a testament to the fragility of security, a reminder that, in the dance between light and darkness, the shadows could conceal narratives that defied comprehension. The tale of the unseen tenant, though relegated to the annals of memory, lingered in the collective consciousness of those who had borne witness to its unsettling truths. The shadows, forever enigmatic, continued to cast their whispers across the corridors of Minji's life, a haunting symphony that echoed the resilience of the human spirit in the face of the unknown.